My name is Aarni Moisala. I'm one of the instructors of this course, and I'm working with the other fellows. My main topic here is symbiotic leadership and things that are related to organizational behavior. But first of all, I have to tell you my life story because it is closely related to our approach to regenerate the business structures. So I have to tell you that when I was younger, I live in Helsinki, Finland, and I was not used to being in the nature actually. I was just a kind of a city boy who was working with the consultants and business leaders. And always what we did was that we developed the companies, their strategies, mostly international companies, and their main objective was to improve their final result. So that in the 80s and 90s, I was working with the quality management systems, ISO 9000, environmental systems, and so on. And the approach was that the company was, to say the truth, the company was the main objective. But then when I was working with my colleagues later on, I realized one thing, and it was something that happened in my personal life in relation to my knowledge about company development. Because when I was young, I was always practicing, I was very much indeed working with my own body, and I felt that I'm strong, I can do anything I want to do, and that there are no limits. But then suddenly I was getting all kind of diseases, like I was feeling, I had a flu, I have a high temper. All of a sudden my muscles started to ache if I had any exercises, and so on. And this was becoming a big problem. So I went to different doctors, and they tried to analyze what was wrong with me and so on, but they couldn't find any reason, the bottom line reason. But then I met one expert on DNA, and he told me that, Aarni, the only option left for you is to get a genetic test. You have to run a test, and maybe we can get the answer from there. And actually, this test then revealed that I have a C4b complementary deficiency, which makes me susceptible to various viruses, so that I have this tendency to get bacteria that I'm not immune to, and all the same with the different viruses. So it was something that I couldn't do anything about. It came from my DNA, and then I was like, there is nothing we can do with you, Aarni. And then all of a sudden I realized that this can be the problem not only with me, but also with our environment, so that we are analyzing things that are not relevant to our well-being. And then when I got this information, and I was sure that, okay, there is nothing now we can do. But basically, this was a starting point for redesigning my life. And now one of the steps in this redesigning is also how I see the companies, how I see the people working, and what is important when we don't only think about ourselves, our company, but also the nature that is around us. And basically we turn things around, that nature comes first, and then our own well-being is tied up with how we react with the nature. So when we continue with the course, I'll keep this thing in my mind, that what is our personal well-being and how it is related to the nature that we are working with. So when I'm giving you advice, or you are giving me advice, it's not only that we are concentrating on the company, we are concentrating on the relationship between nature and company. So I wish that we will have a very good relationship during this course, and I'm at your disposal to help you with the things related to leadership and management. Thank you very much.